Okay. Alright. How can I find him if I don't know who he is? Nice. I like junk move better. Up against the Dallas Cowgirls. Alright, I like, agility, yeah, okay. Yeah. Alright. Let's see who's gonna win this game. The Dallas cheerleaders or me?
It's week 13 of the National Football League, and our focus is on George Pickens. Always staying busy. He's your league
George
leader
Pickens
in
did
receiving yards. It's the
2,212
Steelers and the
yards.
Cowboys under the lights on Monday night.
And I'm only on week 11.
Oh, the cold weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight we wrap up this Thanksgiving weekend with a compelling matchup, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. The streak continues, doesn't it? They come in here a perfect 11-0. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they were losers their last. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And when you think about
Sophomore campaign.
He's definitely putting one together here. There's a good chance he's going to go over 5,000 yards passing for the season. He's just a little bit under that mark coming in. And I tell you, it's pretty rarefied air when you get up there with numbers like this.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I think by now it's been demonstrated quite well in the NFL that mobility is an attribute. But when you couple it with accuracy, you really got something going. Able to get outside the pocket and complete the pass.
Fuck.
A throw there, but that's
Butterfinger.
incomplete. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you. And I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they saw some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull on. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well. And this is an offense that's number one in the NFL in rushing, and you know that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it, too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 27. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
He'll buy some time right. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone.
Another touchdown for George Pickens.
His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Steelers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
I need to get 6,000.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in. He's got a man, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens.
Record 6,000.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL...
And that's caught inside the 35. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Russell Gage, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? The Steelers ready to take over on offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every
Now look here, if you're watching or not.
That's not really true.
This is for me only.
That was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success
Alright,
here.
let's
It's rare
see.
for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
I can show off for my friends for my football skill.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very fast. First down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
Excuse me.
Looking to throw. Gibson flushed out right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect.
Oh, shit, he didn't catch it.
Incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And down he goes.
Almost another touchdown by Pickens.
10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Alright, so no,
Now
let's
a
go
chance
here.
to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers are able to widen their advantage. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches, and being able to try and shut him.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's been unstoppable in this first half. 4 touchdown passes on the ledger already. Closing in on the all-time record in the first half, by the way, which is 6 touchdown passes as this drive starts 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Gibson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season.
See what we can do with the ball now.
Cap for the coaches too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll
Fuck that.
and how to defend against it.
Alright.
He threw the interception on the previous drive, but that only led to 3
okay.
points. Defense held him to a field goal. They're still working with a lead here as they start out 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Gibson, flush to his right. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was the Giants who pick up the victory at home. Wan'Dale Robinson, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting San Francisco 49ers. Patrick Mahomes, strong in the victory as his guys move to 9-3 now on the year.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would, and in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case, not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. They'll roll it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it.
My bad.
He goes down. Micah
I'll pick up that.
showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's knocked away.
Ah, shit. Really?
Conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And they can't bring him down. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Certainly a rarity for all, but an elite couple of quarterbacks in this league to have a 100-yard day on the ground. Heck, even running backs don't hit the mark as often as they used to. Nice to see them keep calling his number once they saw he was in line for a special game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Rolling to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm. But sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate, it was just incomplete.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Throwing on first down, Gibson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. He gets away. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in for 14 yards out. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. He'll buy some time right, and he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough.
Wow.
He goes out, he's got the
My Tomlin said go for 2-point conversion.
To bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on
Oh, I got it.
to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
19-36. Yeah.
Something like that when you're desperate for points.
Yeah.
He has the 4
On Sunday said Mike Tomlin wants you to go for a 2-point conversion.
He's done it all in this one.
It didn't let me pick a play. It said Mike Tomlin wants you to go for a 2-point conversion. Yeah.
Throwing to start the drive. Gibson escaping the pressure right. Got an open man. It's Pickens. Now he's into the clear.
Add some yards for George Pickens. I mean, I don't know. It's crazy. Why would he want me for a 2-point conversion when I can get that extra point and I'm already ahead?
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean,
Trust me, I was flipped out too.
should have been
I was
done
like,
in
what the
Big Sky
fuck?
Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there.
Yeah, I'm up by
Nobody
10
in the
points.
stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been
Today, of
spectacular.
course, I
And
scored
you and I
again.
both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says.
Excuse me.
Just watching what he's doing,
Been fun.
that's been mesmerizing and a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's hoping to keep it going here in the third quarter. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 32 on the play. Offense just continues to reign supreme.
All right,
Big
that should
plays
be
both
uploaded by
sides,
now.
back and forth.
By
Tough to
the-
keep track
okay.
of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Gibson eluding the pressure right. And he shreds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, Gibson. They'll roll him out right. He gets this one to Johnson. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Off the bootleg, Gibson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. DeMarcus Lawrence racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the... Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. To throw on second down, Gibson. That throw finds...
That's going to be called. That's going to be questionable.
From 13 yards out, and the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra
Yeah,
point
2 feet down.
to make it a
Okay.
three-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter,
And we remember, of course,
I know.
all scoring plays need to be verified
I knew it.
upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
Done a review. See, both his feet was in.
Whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call.
See, there
in the
was.
end zone.
and not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown.
Thank you.
Originally, this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they have
Dickhead. No. 5 minutes left.
throwing to start the drive. Gibson.
Fuck.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Micah Parsons able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and
I'm bullshit.
yardage, haven't they?
So that means I had to do them this myself.
Okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
An incomplete pass
All
on
right.
that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something.
We're going
here on
right.
third down. Dancing to his left.
Where's the first down?
Have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Let's give him the credit he deserves because he can really do no wrong. It's got to
All
be
right.
demoralizing for a defense to have someone who can cut up your secondary all game long with his arm and then rip off a huge gain like this with his legs. A championship effort from that man. on the
Fuck,
side.
Dave. Back me on that
And on
side.
this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him a couple on the
You know what?
scramble. It's second down.
Looked at me like they adopted
Spice
my
things up.
kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with his 6th rushing touchdown of the year.
Hey.
The Steelers are going to be moving on to 12-0
Hey.
as they extend their lead further.
Copyright it. Thank you.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what
I know,
they can
but
do here.
that music copyrighted.
These teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense. Gage going to go in motion right.
I can have so many seconds of it, but after so much, every video, everything I do right here, I gotta record again. I know. I have to follow by YouTube stupid rule.
The Steelers stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
Don't get me wrong, good song, but I don't think I can go back and do this again. Because there's no save point. I can't upload the save point.
The field. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right. Harris starts the drive on the ground. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding it. And he
Shit.
can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle.
That's what I was planning on doing.
For the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Hell no, I'm not.
And the Steelers
There's
set
no
to take
pity
the field.
here.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they...
And this is caught at the 20. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 46 yards. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talking over on their respective sidelines,
Melissa.
we take a break. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gibson. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some good gamesmanship here. It's a throw for a touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Well, partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Steelers, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.
Hi, babies. What the fuck? Seriously? What the fuck? No, 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 no. Okay.
Way to come through, fellas. Let's get it.
Total team effort today, guys.